Welcome back to On the Record. We're here at the CompTia Breakaway in Las Vegas, and I'm here with Tom Gall, who is the Director of Channel Marketing for the U.S. for resellers. Yep. Welcome back to the show.
Nice to see you.
Always. There's a lot going on in the industry. I mean, behind the back, that so many VARs still don't know anything about, which is they get mixed up and they hear managed service or MSPs, and then they hear MPSs, and they think it's the same thing.
Yeah.
And it is in ways, but in a lot of ways, it's a very different thing. So let's get right into it.
Sure.
Like, I mean, I know Xerox does a lot more than that, but let's talk about that because it's hot.
We've been focused from our organization has been focused on attracting MSPs to managed print because really we believe it's pretty easy to add managed print to their current solution stack. So they're already selling managed services. This is just an extension of that. Their customers are buying managed services, so it's easy for them too.
So what do you mean by managed print services?
Yeah,
like,
sure.
I know you know it. I know I know it.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure that they know it.
So let's break it down. So basically what that is today you may sell a printer and then you may hope to get some supplies revenue later on. Well, that's not very interesting because you may not make much margin on the printer, and then if you don't get the supplies, nobody wants to do that. But from a managed print perspective, what you do is you combine the printer and the toner and the service all together, and you sell it on a contractual basis. Right? It could be a click charge, so for every time the customer clicks, they pay you for that, and you bring it together. And then that's the payment, but then there's also the monitoring and management of it. Because today, 90% of small and medium business customers don't know what they're spending on print. So it's really, if they don't know what they're spending, they're not managing it. And it's really an opportunity for solution providers to get into that business and manage that for their customers.
And the real strange thing about it is that they'll spend so much money on trying to sell the hardware, and they make almost nothing on that in comparison to what they make on all the supplies.
Absolutely.
And what they're doing to basically to their customer is saying, hey, we're not interested in doing that stuff because, well, I'm not really sure why, because there is no reason why they shouldn't be.
Well,
and their customer goes out and has to run around and try to find it. And
I think one of the reasons why it's easier today is because we've got tools to help resellers, solution providers connect all these pieces. And so it takes less time and less energy to do it.
So I was down at your campus in Rochester, and they were showing me some of those pieces, and they're really interesting, just how far you've gone with it. Can you explain, like, sort of what that is?
Yeah. So we've built our own system, our own managed print system, from the assessments to the management and monitoring to billing and so forth. And so if you don't have a managed print practice today, you can work with us, and you can leverage all those pieces instead of building it yourself. So for example, in assessments, we have 3 assessment tools for partners, depending on the size of the opportunity. One-off, or all the way up to a large enterprise deal.
And the thing that really impressed me was that you're finally, and I say you, that the vendors world is starting to understand that they're not the only solution out there. So your tool will let them manage everybody's. It doesn't matter who's
correct. So you're never going to go into an environment where it's all Xerox. You're going to have
1 or 2 machines.
Yeah, you're going to have a whole bunch of different vendors in there, and so through our program, you can put contracts on those other devices as well and manage them through our software. So it makes it easier for a partner to
and then you
manage the entire fleet.
And you'll even bill it for them if they want, right?
Well, we bill the partner. So the partner owns the relationship, but we have tools to help them bill and help them do it faster. For example, integrations with QuickBooks and Autotask and ConnectWise. And those make it really easy for MSPs to save time and get that bill out. Because if you're late getting the bill out, you're going to get late getting paid.
And the reality is that it's a revenue stream that's going to keep coming over and over and over. They basically don't have to do anything if they don't want to, or very little.
Yeah. For example, if the partner doesn't want to do break-fix service, we'd be happy to do that for them. If they do, that's great, and we'll pay them to do it.
So I was thinking I just might open up a little company, and I'll go in there and I'll say, listen, I'll take all of your customers, and I'll do it for them, and I'll send you 50% because there's no work for me either.
Yeah. It can scale to how much you want to be involved.
We probably could actually
Absolutely.
do that and make a fortune.
Yeah, I think it's a real opportunity for partners. today SMB is very underpenetrated from a managed print perspective, and customers are starting to ask. The other side of that coin is we're starting to see copier dealers buy MSPs. And so now they've got capabilities. So they may go into one of your accounts just talking about managed print, but then come back later and talk about other IT solutions, and then you're potentially at risk. And so it's something MSP should think about.
So I'm going to tell you a story. I know. So we'll pretend all of a sudden here. You hold this. So
Okay.
we'll
I'm interviewing you.
You're interviewing me.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you a story about a person who was in the food industry. True story. Up in Canada, he started off and he got fired from the food company he was working for, and he was the IT guy there.
Okay.
Didn't know a lot about IT. It's no wonder he got fired. But then he decided he wanted to open up his own company, and he went out and he started by going out to all the companies in downtown Toronto and offering them better quality paper at less than what they could buy, and he sold a fortune of it. And then he went in and he started selling them all the toners and everything that they need to support their printers. He built a company in less than a year that was up to $300 million.
So it was kind of the foot in the door. The printing side was the foot in the door, because it was not managed and nobody was controlling it.
And then he went through and at the end of the year he was doing just about everything. Yeah. But when they talked about him, and I actually went in and went to a couple of stores. I went on a walk with him. I just, what do they do? And he was saying, oh, he's the guy that brings us paper.
Yeah.
And he was doing, almost all, like he got just about all of the business because he was there every day. Yep. Well, not every day, but on a regular basis.
He's probably asking a question about what do you guys need next, and hey, why is that printer not working, and maybe I can help you with that.
And he just slowly built it up one by one. So, and I've been saying ever since he taught me that, everywhere I go, when I start talking, I go, start with the peripheral, start with the easy things to sell, the things that nobody else is wanting to sell. Yeah. And I hate to say it, but toner is still one of those things. I don't hate to say it because actually I love it because it's such a great opportunity.
Yeah, and the reality is you're doing...
Okay, now we're back to me doing the interview.
Well, the reality is you're doing everything else for the customer. Why not include print in that as well?
Yeah. And somebody else can walk in anytime, as you just said, and take your customer away because everybody knows how to sell, right?
Absolutely. I think the time is ripe. I think the integrations we have with third parties that you work with today, and the tools to help you, and then the training. We provide a lot of support, either from training and or all of our field resources that have been doing this for a long time. They can help you through those first few deals and help you build that expertise.
Now you go through a lot of distributors.
Yeah.
If somebody phones up one of the distributors because they can't find you or whatever it is, are the distributors trained to do it, or do they send it right over to you, or how does that work?
You mean an opportunity?
If they want, no, the service and support part.
Oh, so through our systems, our tools, you can either select by unit, or by customer, or by city, if you want to do the service, or you want to have outsource that to Xerox. So if you want to do the service, we'll pay you to do that on our behalf. And so it depends on what you want. A lot of MSPs don't want to own a technician. They don't want someone turning a screwdriver. That's fine. We'll take care of that. Or let's say, you're in Dallas and you have technicians in Dallas, but you don't have technicians in Houston. You want them to drive down there? That's fine. We'll take care of that part for you. So there's a lot of flexibility built into it.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Yep.
But you know what? I mean, Xerox has been along forever, and I imagine they'll go on for the next forever.
Printing, people are still printing a lot. It's a great business where you can make money, and hope you want to do it with us.
Well, it's a funny thing that you say that, because I'm sure you've seen all these reports where it says print has gone up every single year. That goes up in the amount of print that goes out there. I don't know. You would
a lot of these applications that people have actually enable printing, and also in the mobile world. That's a risk for people not printing, right? And they have mobile applications, but these mobile printing applications that we have allow our customers to easily print from their devices, and that I think really helps as well.
Keep up the good work.
Absolutely. Thanks for the time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.